Hi, welcome back to Building JKR's Awakening World by DragonflySara. That's me. Today we're going to be building Hagrid's hut. I'm going to pop in every now and then with a little bit of voiceover describing what I'm doing and the history behind my decisions. Other than that, it's going to be a pretty clean time lapse. Enjoy. I'll talk to you at the end. So, Hagrid's hut is described as there being only one room inside, a copper kettle boiling on the open fire, a massive bed with patchwork quilt over it in the corner. The fire was actually crackling merrily opposite the bed. There's a window by the doorway, and there's a basket for Fang to sleep in on the floor. There are cupboards, there's a enormous table in the middle with chairs, and there's a wardrobe, and there's a dresser with a photograph of Hagrid's father on it. Hams and pheasants hanging from the ceiling, and milk pitchers, plates, bucket-shaped mugs, and teapots. And there's truffle fudge in a tin on the mantelpiece. And I tried to incorporate as much of this as I could into the interior of Hagrid's hut. I did the cabinet doors and the drawers using banners, item frames, and wooden pressure plates. You can find tutorials for this all over YouTube, so I am not going to do one specifically for my videos. Okay, so I know that Hagrid's hut is supposed to be a small cottage, but I had to take into account the half-giant size of Hagrid. So he's described as being 3 times as wide and twice as tall as a standard grown man. And in Minecraft, that puts his width just under 2 meters wide, 3 meters wide, and his height just under, like, right around 3.5 meters tall. So I had to expand the cottage a little bit so that he could actually get around in it. Theoretically, if it didn't already suit his size, it was improved to fit him when he moved in and as he grew. The lighting inside the cabin started to melt the pillow because the glowstone lamp was so near the bed. I've tried to fix that off screen and a little later with some barrier blocks. I'll see how well that works. Hagrid may just have half a pillow. So outside Hagrid's hut, we're supposed to see a pair of galoshes outside the front door, as well as a crossbow. And then in Goblet of Fire, around chapter 16, there's a rain barrel outside the window that he's seen washing off the excess cologne that he put on for his date with Olympe. So I was able to put in the barrel and the galoshes, but the crossbow is going to have to wait for the 1.14 update, when we actually do get crossbows in Minecraft. Okay, to make the pumpkins, what I did was use the bat/sphere command with sizes for width, height, and depth in comma delineation, and materials. I go back at the very end and change the materials because the darker oranges don't look quite right after some critiquing, but we are supposed to have a small pumpkin patch behind Hagrid's hut enclosed by a fence. There are 12 enormous pumpkins there during Harry's second year, and the pumpkins are described as being the size of garden sheds by the time the feast rolls around. So small is a very relative term. I'm assuming this would imply that this patch is small in comparison to the vegetable garden near the greenhouses that actually grows vegetables for use by the students throughout the year for eating. After I got the pumpkins in, I put in vegetables to make it look like a vegetable garden, and I made it so that they would grow because of the glowstone in the water. It would keep the water from freezing, so it would keep the farmland hydrated. I also used custom heads to put in a little bit more variety to the garden other than just the regular Minecraft vegetables. And I was able to place the custom heads on the hydrated farmland, which gives them truly the look that they're growing there, not just sitting there. Okay, so I've turned on the weather to give this a nice effect as we fly through. We've got the Hagrid's hut here. Pretty straightforward. Hopefully you enjoyed everything I did. I did get rid of that crafting table in a little while after I finished the video. The pumpkins came out very nicely, and they do end up with snow covering the tops of them, and our vegetable garden there. Next time we'll be building the Beauxbatons carriage, and we'll try to give a go at the large winged Palomino horses. And be sure to hit like, subscribe, and check me out on Planet Minecraft.